aka m bụkwa nwanne unu Mazi Okpalaeze Chukwubikem agụ Biafra nke mbụ na Biafra eze nwe ife n'ụwa niile ikpe mara eziokwu aka azụ dị ama ọzọ so ọjị adịghị eji iji fere. Ana m aga ọfọ n'isi ụmụnne m niile ndị n'obodo oyibo, ndị nọ n'obodo anyị, ndị nọ mpaghara ụwa dị iche iche, ọfọ ogologo ndụ narị isi ike ka m na-agọrọ ụnụ maka nwa mkpịsisi hapụrụ ya ịgbalị ya aja uto gbabara ya aja ogologo ndụ narị isi ike n'ihi na onye dị ndụ ga-eto ogologo. Onwe m na-asị na ụnụ ga-adị ka echi maka echi ada agwụ agwụ chọ nke ọ ga-eme ụnụ ọdachi ekwenye ya. Onye ọbụla na-echere ụnụ bụ ụmụ Igbo, ụmụ Biafra, ebe ọbụla ụnọ na mpaghara ụwa niile dị iche iche echiche ọjọọ, anyị na-asị na ndị dị otu a ga-eji anazere mmiri. Mbọsị Eke, Ori, Afọ na Nkwọ, ahịa naanị ụbọchị na-anọ, Chukwu okebe maka na-eche unu na-edu unu ma ojiji unu ma mbata unu ọ ga-adịrụ niile na mma. Ndị ji ezi obi ha wee na-akwado ife anyị na-eme, ndị fụ Maazị Nnamdi Kanu n'anya, ndị chọrọ nwere onwe Biafra n'ezi mmụọ, n'ime mmụọ na eziokwu. Uwe m na-asị na ọ ga-adị nwoke ma ọ ga-adị nwaanyị mma. Apụtakwara m ọzọ n'iru akwụkwọ taa ka m tụpụrụ n'ozi dịka ka o si adị. Unu ma na ọtụtụ mgbe ọtụtụ n'ime unu na-asị Maazị gịnị mere ịdapụta n'iru akwụkwọ ọzọ, gịnị mere gị ihe na-eme ịdapụta ka isi apụta na mbụ. Ọ na-eme ihe ju akpa ekechie enyi ọnụ, ọ na-eme ọgbajuru osimiri ọtụpụrụ agbọ. Ọ ya kpatara o ji eme olu oge m ekwu okwu apụta m kwuo okwu. Enwe m na-ekene unu niile ka unu rabụ ndị na-atụsa ozi a maka achọrọ m ịnabata na-atụsa ozi a. Adị m ene anya mmadụ na-enene m, ihe m na-ene anya bụ mmadụ na-etụsalụ m ozi ka m na-ele anya. Ọsọ mmadụ 1 million na-ene m mana atụsaghara m ozi, ọ dị atọ m ụtọ. Ihe nchọ bụ ndị na-atụsa ozi. Ya mere ka ị na-esonyere machọ nke ịtụsa ozi, as you are joining me, I want you to share this program. You are not sharing it to give me money. You are sharing it to make sure that the message of this redemption, of this movement, is circulated everywhere in the world. Therefore, I acknowledge your presence, my gallant brothers and sisters, Ezedinobi, Chindolin, Chika, Nwachineke, Chinonso Felix. I'm seeing all of you. Ifeanyi Chukwu, Ipob, share it. I say welcome to the program. Nnamdi Nweke, Ike Osuagwu, ezigbo nwanne m nwere na Mbaise, odogwu ngeji bịa bụrụ Mbaise efi. Maka gụnwa mma bịa Mbaise bupụ ofe efi isi, maka gụnwa bụ Ike, ezigbo mmadụ ka ebe Chukwu okeme ga-agọziri gị. Ọ dị okwu ọjọọ ọbụla, ọ dị echiche ọjọọ ọbụla, ọ dị izu ọjọọ ọbụla ndị iro gbara n'isi gị, Eke, Ori na Afọ na Nkwọ, abụ m nwa mmiri, ana m asị na ọ gaghị adị ire. Ebe ọbụla ha nọ wee gba ya bụ izu, ha gbachaa ya, ha nkụrụ mmiri ṅụọ, maka gụwa na nwa bụ nwa mmiri ka ịbụ. Ha ṅụọ mmiri ha enwee nsogbu. Izu ọjọọ ọbụla agba n'isi gị bụ Ike Osuagwu, asị m na Chukwu okebịa ma kwasa gị ya. Sọsọ m na ọ dịrọ ndụ maka ike dị n'okwu ọnụ. Ewe m na-asị na ọ ga-adịrị gị na mma nwanne m. Gawa n'iru, atụ n'ụjọ. Chukwu okebịa ma ga-agọzi gị ma na Eke ma na Ori ma na Afọ na Nkwọ. Rising Sun nwa Chineke, odogwu nwanne m. Mbọsị izu anyị maka izu ya kpịa, mana isi akwa adịrị ebe ekele ya. Ọ ya kpata o ji dịka ya sị na ọ na-eme odogwu binicha njem nọ n'anya na azọ nọrọ ana. Rising Sun, ịbụ nwa Chineke, ọ ga-adịrị gị na mma. Mbọsị njụkwa ya apụghị ama, ijebe ije jeli naba anabe ga-analụ. Ka m kwuru ya n'ụtụtụ, ka m kwuru n'ehihie, ka m kwuru ya n'abalị. David Ichus, ndewo Nwachukwu, ana m afụ gị. Chinonso Felix, afọkwara m gị. Tụsalụnụ m ozi a n'ihi na ọ na-eru n'iru ka a na-akpọ oke enwe. Ọchọ nke ọ ga-eme anyị ọdacha ya ekwe ya n'ụwa. Chika LBE, nwa Chineke, ọ ga-adịrị gị na mma. Nwanta Abraham, ọ ga-adịrị gị na mma. Vivian Ezighe, ezigbo nwaanyị dị ụsọ. The husband that marries this woman is fortunate and very lucky to have you. You're a good woman. A woman that is fighting for her freedom is a good woman. Despite the fact that you are living in an advanced country, you still want your own country to be restored. So God will bless you for me. Ugochukwu Joel, Ferdinand, mmadụ one ka m ga-akpọrapụ ibi ya. Ọ na-eme mbata n'iru akwụkwọ otu a na-afụgasị afa ndị na-atụsara m ozi. ọ na-enye m ezigbo ọṅụ, ọ na-adị m ka m kpọgbu unu niile n'afọ mgbe ọbụla mana anyị ga-akọ n'ubi onye anyị bịa, anyị ga-esenite ụkpa agbara n'igirige maka ọkụ anyị ga-eji tụrụ ha aja emechu nwere anyị n'ike. Ikenga Chidera Deko ndewo nwanne m, Chinonso Felix ndewo, Eberechukwu ndewo. N'ihi nke a, we're going to go forward to the topic of the day. Like I said earlier on that my name is Mazi Bikem. I am a Biafran. I'm serving indigenous people of Biafra. Adu Geze, you're welcome. Good evening from here in Biafra land. Ndewo. If you look at the headline, the title of this program that I'm doing this night says, "The bitter truth you must know about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, ESN, IPOB, DOS, and Biafra restoration." It is a bitter truth, and you must know it. And that is the reason why you need to share it, that other people may know it too. Mbedoma radical media warrior. Mbedoma ndewo. Tosa nozia. Ben kozia lebo kosililu. Before I go on, I want to appreciate Facebook for giving us their platform, for bringing this platform at the time we need it most. Thank you, Facebook. Thank you, Mark Zuckerberg. Despite the fact that our pages are being suppressed, we still appreciate that we can actually send message to the world, and the world will get it through this platform. If you don't acknowledge the fact that Facebook have helped us so much in this struggle, then you are a liar. Yes, Facebook have helped us in propagating the restoration of our nation, Biafra, in a massive way. Because this is the 21st century, the era of social media. How much can I pay to BBC, CNN, or Al Jazeera to sit one-on-one and speak, and the world will listen? Compared to Facebook, it is only my data, my mobile phone, Android, and I have my TV before me, and I'm speaking. You share it, and the world will hear. That is the reason why you must make sure that you share every program that is coming from all the Biafra media warriors, including our leaders in the Directorate of State. Thank you very much, Facebook. Thank you. Kindly permit us to have this program run successfully without interruption, because we are indigenous people of Biafra. We are fighting for our freedom. Thank you. Brothers and sisters, today's program is going to be another bomb. I am not good at playing people's voice. I don't record people and I don't play people's voice. I am a very confidential human being. But there are a lot of things that you need to know. So many things has played out in this struggle, ranging from ESN to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to IPOB to the restoration of our nation itself, to DOS as well. A lot has happened, and I know that so many of you are craving to get some information, facts. And you know that anytime you come to this platform, you must get something, you must take something home. You guys doesn't know how much I love you guys. If you know how much I love you, you understand what I mean. I want us to have our nation restored. And that is why I'm doing what I'm doing. I'm going to be brief, and I'm going to open my line in a short while so that we can deliberate, we can talk, we can discuss. Yes. I'm supposed to title this program Matters Arising, but I said it is a bitter truth that you all must know. I want to start with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. When Mazi Nnamdi Kanu started this struggle, so many of you called him miscreants. So many of you called him small boy. So many of called him 419, Yahoo boy. There are so many names that was given to this man. People were castigating him, fighting him, including his own brothers and his own sisters that he is fighting for. Names was given to this man. Did he stop? No. Did he give up? No. Did he continue? Yes. Was he in any way considered going backwards? No. Instead, he is making more steps ahead. That is because he is exceptional. That is because he was called and chosen for this job. You cannot talk about IPOB, Biafra Restoration, today without mentioning the name MNK. When you talk of IPOB, when you talk of the security in Biafra land today that you people are enjoying, which Eastern Security Network is helping to curtail a lot of excesses from Fulani herdsmen, you must first and foremost talk about the man called Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Some of you have fell by the roadside, just as Mazi Nnamdi Kanu predicted. He said that some of you are going to fall by the roadside, that some of you are going to be tired, some of you are going to give up on this lane that is going to lead us to our great nation. That is what he said. Then he said that those that stands the test of time, those that continuously fighting and doing exploit until the last day when Biafra will be restored, are those choosing one. He went ahead and said that he need only but 100 men. 100 men. And so many of you who are myopic, who are short-sighted, who cannot see far, begin to ask questions. Does it mean that you don't have up to 100 men in the DOS? Does it mean that the coordinators across the globe are not up to 100 men? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu speaks in radio so many times. And only those that are deeply rooted in the struggle, only those that see far, understands what he means by 100 men. Let me give you an example of these 100 men. These 100 men are the people that are not going to prevaricate. They are the people that are not going to look back. They are the people that will never say, I am tired. Among these 100 men are the men that are ready to give their life for Biafra to be restored. Among these 100 men are the men that will never retreat nor surrender. Among these 100 men are the men that will stand before the enemies and tell them that we need Biafra, we're not being afraid of any harm. Among these 100 men are the men that will not be afraid of the enemy, even if he put gun on their head. Among these 100 men are those who will not sell out, even when the enemies apprehend them and put them in their coven. Among these 100 men are those who are ready to give their life for the generation to come that is going to enjoy the nation that he or she is fighting for. Among these men, these 100 men, are the men that will look up and say, God, I thank you for making me a Biafran. They are those men that will be proud of who they are. They are those men that will be proud of their race. The men that will acknowledge that other people have fallen, and even if he falls, other people can continue. These are the men Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was referring to. And so many of you do not understand. You are looking for carnal men. You are looking for ordinary flesh in human form. You didn't see the spiritual part of what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said. And believe you me, today, so many of you have fallen apart. So many of you have given up. So many of you have left the road. So many of you have confessed that you are no longer fighting for your nation. So many of you have, one way or the other, stopped the broadcasting. So many of you have, one way or the other, stopped sharing the program because you want Biafra. No. You don't have the resilient spirit. You don't have this doggedness in you. You don't have this spirit of say no die. You don't have it. That is why you gave up so easily. Even when the leader of indigenous people of Biafra is still in the hand of the enemy. Don't forget his word. He said, unto thy hand, O Lord, we have committed our spirit. The hour has come. I, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, shall be in the front line to make sure that Biafra is restored. I am going to lead this man to victory. Everything that he has said has all come to pass. Has he in one way or the other betrayed you? No. Has Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in one way or the other surrendered? No. Has he in one way or the other taken bribe? No. What has he done? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have, as a matter of fact, rejected everything. I repeat, everything that has to do with material thing against all odds, because the blood of his parents is also involved. The blood of great Biafrans is involved. Do you know how many million people that have died because they want Biafra to be restored? As they are dying, our women are giving more birth to more children. And I am among the generation of those that will restore Biafra. I don't know about you. If you are among them, I want you to confirm it on the comment section. Say, God bless Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because this is a man that have refused everything that so many of you are craving for. So many of you in this struggle are craving for money. So many of you in this struggle are asking for material things. So many of you in this struggle have, succumbed to so many pressure. So many of you have even traveled because you don't want to die. You have left the job that was given to you. You have left that office that was handed over to you. So many of you have gone to a different part of the world because the man who is in front line fighting for our restoration is in the hand of the enemy. So you have left everything. You have run. You ran away. You ran away. Ibaloso. Let me tell you people a short story before I conclude on what I want to say about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. In 2015, when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was arrested, between 2015 to 2016 to 2017, the kind of men that I saw in this struggle seems more active than the men I am seeing now. I'm talking in general context. I know what I am saying. You don't need to tell me about what I witnessed. I'm telling you about what I saw. The kind of men I saw in 2015, 2016, 2017 are more dogged. These men are more determined than the people I'm seeing today. Because in 2015, 2016, 2017, I did not see any man in front line of this movement that took one step backward. But today I have seen so many of you. I will not mention them, but if you come across this video, if you fall in the category of the people I am talking about, ask yourself, why have you fallen? Ask yourself, why have you stopped doing that which Mazi Nnamdi Kanu knew you with? Ask yourself, why have I disappointed Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Because he told us, I, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, will not disappoint you. It is you that will disappoint me. And so many of you have disappointed Mazi Nnamdi Kanu already. Go and check the internet. You're going to see so many people who was there shouting, Mazi, I'm with you. I will be with you. But today, such people are no longer talking. Do you know why? Because there's hunger and starvation. Because there is danger. Their life is under threat. So what they do is they want to go and continue doing their normal business. They have abandoned the struggle. They have abandoned Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in the hand of the enemy because they are hungry. They need to feed, because they need to drive car. They need to build house. They need to get married and have children. That is to say that Biafra is not a priority to them. Biafra is not number one before them. It is their own life and what they get that is more important to them. But there are people that are still there from that 2015, that fought in that 2015, that are still there up to this moment, still fighting, never look back, going under hunger and starvation, going under threat of life. So many of them have gone to prison, came out, and they continue fighting. So many of them went to prison, came out, and have stopped fighting. The reason why I tag this program, The Truth You Must Know about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, ESN, about IPOB, about DOS, about Biafra restoration, is that so many of you have lost your way in this movement. And when you listen to me, you will, if you want, you can pick up that your armor. If you want, you can pick up that your javel. If you want, you can pick up that your gun. When I'm talking about these ammunitions, I'm not talking about physical gun. I'm not talking about physical javel. I'm not talking about physical whatever. I'm talking about the mental side of it. Wear that jacket of freedom, of fearlessness. You have dropped it somewhere. But Mazi Nnamdi Kanu told you, I will not disappoint you, you will disappoint me. But so many of you have disappointed him. There are people you used to see broadcasting, talking about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, but since Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped, they are no more talking. I told you, if you don't see me or hear me speak, know you that there is reason why I have not been speaking. Not that I'm tired. I can never be tired. And I want you to know that in that 2015, 2016, 2017, a lot of things happened. And I want to correct this impression from those who are saying that one Ekberima in Finland has contributed something to the struggle in the absence of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. No, he wanted to destroy everything that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu had put together. That is the truth. Because in 2015, he was nowhere to be found. In 2016, he was nowhere to be found. 2017 was nowhere to be found. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, we that were there, we fought and make sure that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was freed. And I came always on my platform to tell the world that if blood of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu drop on the floor of any place, any location on this planet Earth, there will be earthquake all over the world. I have been saying it and I keep saying it. I'm not afraid of death. By the way, I'm dead already. I told Fulani the day they put bounty on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's head, bounty of 100 million. I told them, I said, you are putting bounty on the head of the leader of indigenous people of Biafra, but I want you to know that if anything happened to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you cannot kill Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. If the blood of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu drop on the floor, that they say that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not more, God forbid, the world will come to an end. Some people say I'm lying, but I'm going to prove them wrong, because nothing will happen to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He is coming out as the savior he is. There is a covenant. There's a covenant that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu had with Chukwu Kikabiama. He told God that I will never disappoint my people. For the fact that I will not disappoint my people, I know you, God, will not disappoint me. So you will always be with me at all times. As you are going about your normal business, as you are about to going to marry your wife, born your children, drive your car, make money to build your house, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is praying for you day in, day out. 7 times every blessed day is what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu prays for you. And he put his life in the line to give you a better life and a better nation and a better future. For that of you, for you and that of your children. Why you are withdrawing, why you are retreating, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is still pushing forward to give you a good life. You don't know. It's a bitter truth that you must know. In 2015, 2016, somebody called me, said, come, my brother. Come. Let me help you. Leave this struggle. I will help you. I told the person, you cannot help me. Because in the village where I come from, there's no steady power supply. In the village where I come from, there's no security. In the village where I come from, there's no running water. There's no good road. How are you going to help me? You want to help me by giving me money and convincing me to leave the struggle, right? What about my brothers and my sisters that may not have somebody to help them? Knowing fully well that if Biafra come, all of us will live a good life. Keep your help. I want to tell you something. When Operation Python Dance 2 was declared, a lot of things happened. I'm still not going to tell the story of what happened, but I will just give you a tip of the iceberg about what happened when Operation Python Dance 2 was declared. I'll give you a little tip of what happened when IPOB was proscribed. The proscription of IPOB came first. After that, they brought Operation Python Dance. And that proscription of IPOB, thousands of Mazi and Kanu followers ran away from Biafra land. So many of them are right now in Ghana. So many of them are right now in Cotonou. So many of them are right now in Burkina Faso. So many of them are right now in Cameroon. So many of them are right now in Europe, Asia, and America. So many of them. Yes. That is the bitter truth that you need to know. Just that IPOB was declared that they are a terrorist organization. They all dispersed. They all ran away. But you know what? I remain in Biafra land, and there are people, there are men that remain in Biafra land doing the needful, despite the fact that they have declared us fraudulent terrorists. We remain on the ground. Our foot was gadagidiba on the ground. We go nowhere. When they said that IPOB was terrorist organization, so many parents sold their land and sent their children out of Biafra land. Those that are fighting with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You don't know this truth. You must know it today. I don't want to mention names. Because not for IPOB terrorist organization. And the enemy thought that once they declare us terrorist organization, that all of us will disperse. But there are men that remain. I salute to all of you men that remain. When IPOB was declared terrorist organization, I salute each and every one of you that remains in IPOB, that stood ground on their ground, especially in Biafra land. Those of you that said, if you call us terrorists, there's no problem, we'll continue to do the needful. The coordinators in Biafra land, in Enugu, in Anambra, in Imo, in Abia, in Bayelsa, in Rivers, in Cross River, in Akwa Ibom, in Ebonyi, in Delta, in Igodomigodo, we have men that refuse to run away as coordinators, principal officers. Then so many chicken-hearted men. Chicken-hearted men, they run away. It is a truth that you must know today, that so many of them sold their land and ran away because IPOB was merely declared terrorist organization. That is when I know the saying of Ndibo that says, "No neme woke no show ogwa wara akoko." Some of them are still communicating with me from all the countries where they ran to. They will tell me, Mazi, you get mine though, you still there. Now what for you? You get mine. My brother, if all of us ran away because IPOB was declared terrorist organization, who is going to be on the ground to confront them, to let them know that we are not terrorist organization, to let the world know that we are indigenous people of Biafra fighting for our nation, to let the whole world know that that declaration was dead from onset. Their plan was to disperse us with guns and bullets. Their plans was to put fear in us with guns and bullets. Whenever we go on evangelism, whenever we go on protest, they kill, they shoot. People will die, then people will continue. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, I'm still on your topic today. It is a bitter truth that all of you must know. It doesn't matter how tall, how short, how fat, how slim you are. You must know this truth. Because those men that stood on their ground, those men that are still in this struggle, when I talk about those men, I'm not referring to those that are living in a conducive environment abroad. I'm talking about the men on the ground. I'm referring to those coordinators, those security men, those volunteers that says it is Biafra or death. Because at a time, our mantra became Biafra or death. Give us Biafra or kill all of us. And that is the language that scares our enemies away. At a time, Ipob under Mazi Nnamdi Kanu took over Biafra land. That it is what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu says that everybody in Biafra land does. Not with gun, not with bullet. Just by pronouncing it. There's a verse I have read in the Bible that says, declare a thing, and I, O Lord, will make it come to fruition. In the Bible, it is a direct order. Declare a thing, and I, O Lord, will make it to come to fruition. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will just declare, say, let there be seed at home, and it will come to fruition. Everybody will listen. There is no governor in Eastern region. There's no governor in Nigeria that can give the kind of command that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu gives and it come to fruition. Nobody. No president. So many of you that I'm proud of. So many of you that I'm in love with are those that stood their ground when the heat was too much. When the declaration of Ipob as terrorist organization was at its peak, when it was too hot. To stay in Biafra land, you must have 10 hearts. You must have a lion heart to stay in Biafra land. Because that was the beginning of the saboteurs pointing fingers. Governors carries money out, begin to bribe people to begin to point people's houses. This one is a member. This one, they begin to pick people. Do you know how many people that were in jail from 2018 up to now? Do you know? You don't know how many people that are in jail from 2019 up to now, from 2020 up to now. You don't know. Imagia. So many of our people are in prison. And those that pointed those fingers, so many of them have died of one disease or the other. Because Biafra is a spirit. So Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have done everything that we needed from him. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have finished this race up to 90%. The remaining 10% is in your hand, is in my hand, is in our collective hands. 90% of the restoration of Biafra is already done while Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was outside. What you see him doing now is the finishing touches. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have taken this baton. This baton was, Ojukwu started it. He handed it over to Wazirike. Wazirike collapsed on the way. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu pick it up. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the man that is going to take this baton to the last destination. He won't give it to anybody. Biafra that will come without Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, I don't want that Biafra. I, Mazi Nnamdi became saying it. You can also say yours on the comment section if you want. Any Biafra that will come without Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, I don't want it. And anything that will make Mazi Nnamdi Kanu not to see Biafra, then the country itself, the number of people they killed in 1967 to 1970 and those that are still killing now, what they will see is going to double the number of what they have consumed in Biafra land. They will take it times 10. Woto woto. I am proudly saying it to the world that Biafra that will come without Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, I, Mazi Nnamdi, do not want it. That is to tell you how formidable and how much I love Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You cannot say it because you are having double mind. You cannot say it because you are believing that one Ekperima who is a fraud, who have been defrauding people, is promising you Biafra of 150 days. That 150 days have come and gone and nothing happened. That is why you can't say it. If you are proud of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, put it on the comment section. Me, I am telling the world that any Biafra without Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, like a Biafra that will come, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will not be in front line. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will not be the man who is going to take that flag, say a nation is declared under the watch and command of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Achoromia. The Biafra I want is a Biafra that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be in the front line. And I want to tell you people something. There is this spirit that we have developed that is scaring our enemy. It's a bitter truth that I must say today. There's a truth that is scaring our enemy. We are fanatical about Biafra. But we are more fanatical about the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra. Because with him, Biafra is here. When your enemy notice that you are fanatical about a certain thing that you heard so high, you love so much, they leave it for you. Thank you, Biafrans, for responding on the comment section. Biafra that will come without Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, we don't want it. And when the enemy listen to this kind of broadcast, when they listen to this kind of comment, when they see people's response, when they see how all the people on the comment section are responding, they will say, no, that this man here is not somebody who can toy with. If when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped, that we all ran away and went back to our various homes, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu would have been dead. The reason why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu wasn't killed, which I know they cannot kill him, even if they try, is because of you and me. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is still alive today because Chukwu Kabiama sent him. But above all, the help of those that are following him, the help of those that believe in him, what you are doing today is why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu remains alive. When they kept Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in Kuje prison, they thought that the people that are following him are going to collapse, they are going to relax because they say the Igbo people, they like business a lot. That is why Joe Ibokwe came out to say that go after their leader and they will scatter. And all of you that are still fighting and keeping on, spending your hard-earned money, supporting this movement in so many ways, have proved Joe Ibokwe wrong. That even if you go for our leader has built millions of leaders in the heart of all his followers. Our leader have taken away every spirit of fear in the heart of millions of those that are following him. They normally analyze my video in Asarok, in case you don't know. As I'm broadcasting now, they are recording. And they will go and analyze it. They will think about what I'm saying. When Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was in Kuje prison, those that believe in him, those that want to give their life for his sake, were mounted on River Niger Bridge and blocked it for 72 hours. And Biafrans were responding by bringing food, bringing pure water, bringing everything that is needed for those men who mounted on the head bridge. The gridlock that started from Asaba, past Umunede, every car that was coming from the west, none of them crossed for 72 hours. It was like the world was coming to an end. Those are the reason why the enemies looked back and said, no, this man is worth something. I am not from Afaru Ukwibeku, but I am only Afaru Ukwibeku. I am not from Oyi, but I am only Oyi. I am not from Ukwale, but I am only Ukwale. I am not from Igodomi Igodo, but I am only Igodomi Igodo. By the virtue of the name Biafra, all these places that are under the country we know as Biafra today, it's part of my land. You don't know what you have in Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That is the problem that some of you are facing. That is why some people will be looking at somebody who have not touched his foot on Biafra soil, who has no consultation among the men and the women that matters in the society in Biafra land, who cannot even step his foot, who is afraid of death. You look at such lunatic, such idiot, and you are calling him your leader. Just as what we read in the Bible, when, according to the Bible story, when Moshe, whom you know as Moses, went to the mountain to collect the tablet, the 10 Commandments, the people that he left on the ground to wait for him, they waited. They couldn't see him. They said, oh no, we are going to make ourselves another calf, another god. They remove their earring, their chains and everything, their ornament, they use it to build a calf. Begin to worship it. They lost hope in the God that Moses told them, called him to come and receive the 10 Commandments, the tablet. According to the Bible story, let us learn something from there. They abandoned that God that Moses used his name to bring them out of the land of Egypt. They forgot that God. They are now looking up to a calf as their God. The man that suffered to bring them out of a slavery of 450 years. Their generation that went on that journey, according to the history, the Bible's history, did not even, they have died and the other people came and died. Other people, like generation to, you know what is called 450 years? And one man, God sent him to go and rescue them. You didn't have patience. You couldn't exercise patience. You couldn't stand and pray and ask God to make sure that this man that have brought you out of this bondage come back and deliver the message to you. All they do is to begin to look at that calf as their God. That is exactly what is happening today in this Biafra struggle. If you are among those that have jettisoned the leadership that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu left behind, that have looked down on the movement and the leadership that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu left behind, and you are now looking at another fraudster called Simon Ekperima as your leader, you are worse than those Israelites that made calf for themselves as their own chief. You are worse than them. You deserve not to enter that promised land. Because the man that has been fighting, that have taken you people very far and closer to the land that you are craving for, is still alive and somewhere. When this Ekperima came, he came in the name that he supported Mazi, using his name Mazi. Finally, he made himself a leader, prime minister. We saw it coming. We started fighting it. But so many of you that are following him, shame unto all of you. Woe unto all of you that have abandoned Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, following an enemy of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Woe unto you all. Shame unto you. If you deserve for Biafra. None of you deserve to see the nation of Biafra. Because the man that have suffered, that have given his father, given his mother, the cousin sister called Adako died. The father died. The mother died. The palace of his father was decimated and discreated for your sake. Because he's in the hand of the enemy, you have now forgotten him. And so many of you ran to Finland. All in the name you want to celebrate Biafra in Finland. Shame on all of you. It is a bitter truth, and I must say it to your face. All of you that are supporting Simon Ekperima, call autopilot. Shame on all of you. Ifere Mebunu from A to Z. Simon Ekperima is like that calf that the Bible talks about about Israel. They made themselves their own chi. Why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is on the mountain? Why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in the hand of the enemy, facing the battle, giving everything? You cannot wait. He told you, in my absence, listen to the Directorate of State. He said, in my absence, follow instruction from the Directorate of State. Ekeloreke. You didn't see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Now you have made yourself your own calf. And call him your prime minister. You are worse than a vermin. Those myopic Israelites that made themselves calf, they are better than you guys. It's a bitter truth that you must know. I haven't spoken like this to them before, but I have to this night. And that is the reason why when Moses, according to the Bible story, came back and saw that the people that he went to suffer for, the people that he went to fight for, have abandoned him and abandoned the God that called him and made himself a calf. Out of anger, Moses broke the tablets. Out of anger, he broke the tablets because when you walk over, according to the Bible story. But I tell you something, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not going to break that tablet when he come out. That leadership that Chukwu Kabema put on him, that grace that took him to where he is today, because in case you don't know, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu went to DSS dungeon with grace, and that grace is following him. That grace is still with him. He will never be cut short of that grace. Never. If he come out, I know he's going to cry. He's going to weep. The reason why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will weep when he come out is because the people that have been suffering for, the people that have been crying for, the people that have been talking to for so many years have disappointed him in so many ways. That is why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will give instruction from DSS dungeon. Ekperima will come out and tell you that he will not obey it. But I don't blame him. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu himself gave him the ladder. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu by himself pushed him forward. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu by himself made him relevant. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu by himself spoke to the ardent listeners and followers of his to also listen to this person. But if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu gave us all the privilege to listen to anybody, he did not tell us not to make use of our common sense. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu also told you to listen to President Linton. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu also told you to listen to Biafra Chadinwa Chineke. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu also told you to listen to even the one you call Wasofia, who later became an enemy of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and began to insult the wife. So why are you no longer following Wasofia? Why are you no longer listening to her? You apply your own sense. So when it comes to the issue of Ekperima, your sense is already used because of all the lies upon lies upon lies upon lies upon lies that he has been peddling, trying to destroy the foundation of a house that he wasn't there when it was built, that he didn't even have the architectural drawing of the house. I love one thing that Mazi Sanwo-Olu said on his last broadcast. He said that you can never destroy any house that he doesn't know how it was built. You cannot. You don't belong to something, you don't know how that something was established, and you think you can destroy it. They're not born you well. Ndị woturu ya n'inu. All of you that are following the Ekperima have disappointed Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. All of you that are following Ekperima, especially those that went to Finland, those Nigeria bought agents that went to Finland have disappointed Mazi Nnamdi. All of you, because you need agents. Agron. If I tell you people how much that have been promised for me to abandon this struggle, you will not believe me. But I will never take it. I told you against this struggle, let him kill me. Any day I collect bribe in this struggle, for me to jettison this movement, to abandon this movement, let me die. That is what I used to tell Chukwu Kabiama. And I'm praying also that any member of indigenous people of Biafra who have collected bribe to destroy what we are doing, you will not live to see the end of this year. Because I decree again that any member of indigenous people of Biafra, be it a coordinator, be it a principal officer, or an Igbo person, or a Biafran, anywhere you come from, and you have collected bribe to destroy this movement that have taken life of so many people, may you not see the end of this year. You see? You see? You see? In case you don't know, disappointing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not only when you maybe you do something that somebody catch you, see you doing it. No, your conscience can judge you. The enemy have seen that the people of Biafra are standing with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So the delay they are delaying is in vain, because they were delaying to see if our people are going to derail. They are delaying to see if our people are going to leave him. They are delaying and sponsoring the enemy, the Ekperima in Finland, so that they will divide the struggle. They can never punch this struggle. They don't fit. As it stands right now, it is very clear to them that they cannot, because the struggle is waxing stronger by the day. So Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the real deal. If you are looking for the face of Biafra, that is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. If you are looking for the replica of what the leader should be, that is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He's my idol. I love him so much. I can't wait to fly from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu International Airport, be it in Umuahia, be it in Ebonyi, be it in Enugu, be it in Owerri, to any part of the world where I want to go, and tender my passport as indigenous person of Biafra. I will raise my shoulder high. This is how I'll be moving. I'll be kogayin, according to Sophia. Naga Neko. I can't wait. These are my vision. These are my dream, my aspiration. That someday I will use Biafra International Airport to travel around the world. That someday my name will be written in gold among those that fought and Biafra is restored. There is no glory that's better than that. And to all of you that have stood with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in tribulation time, in difficult time, all of you, Chukwu Kabiama will continue to bless all of you, and you will see Biafra. Biafra is a nation of God. Biafra is the light of the world. That is why the enemy doesn't want it to shine. But believe you me, the hour has come. That hour has come. The truth you must know about Eastern Security Network is one thing that I'm about to talk about now. It's a bitter truth you must know about them. If there was no Eastern Security Network, by now, Fulani herdsmen, Boko Haram, would have taken over our lands, our villages, our communities. Go to Enugu and ask our people. Go to Ehamufu and ask our people. Go to Izi land in Ebonyi State. Ask our people. Go to Umunnochi, Isiochi in Abia State. Ask our people. Go to Igwere, the home of the stupid ex-governor of Abia State called Ojuzo Kanu, and ask our people. Go to Nenwe, go to Ogu, ask our people. If not for the presence of Eastern Security Network, our land would have been, in fact, our people would have left our land completely. Now, let me take you to a history lane. You are watching what is happening in Gaza. You are watching what is happening in Israel. Some of you are against Israel, saying that Israelites are now killing the innocent people in Gaza, forgotten that they are the people that look for trouble first. But that is, I'm not here to judge or to discuss about it. But I want to tell you something that Eastern Security Network, Mazi and Kanu is the foundation. The Eastern Security Network is the foot on the ground that have made it possible that we can be proud of where we come from, and we will not all run away from our land. Do you know the plan of the Fulani? This one that I want to say now will shock them. Their plan is, since Igbos have traveled around across the globe, since Igbos are more of the people that are leaving their land, traveling outside, let them invade that land and make it, uninhabitant to our people, and make it too hot for our people. Then our people will run and leave the land, that they may come and bring what they call Ruga into our land. And when they bring that Ruga, they will establish their emir in all our communities, in all our local governments. Then in the next 20, 30 years, those of you that they have scared away, that have chased away, will begin to marry there and live there. You will not come back to your land. And that land will belong to the Fulanis. It shock you? Okay, not shock you. Now let me shock you. The people of Israelite left their land and scattered across the globe. They left their geographical location where Chukwukabiama have created their ancestors to live in, and they scattered across the world. Some are in America, some are in Europe, some are in Asia, different places. And their land became empty. Then the Egyptians, the Syrians, the Jordanians, they begin to encroach into that empty land where the people that owns it have left the land. What I'm talking about is not something that happened yesterday. About 3,000 years ago. Hello? Before the birth of Christ in the Bible, according to the Bible history, 3,000 years ago is when their progenitors left those lands. They scattered everywhere. And the enemies begin to encroach into the land. Begin to give birth. Begin to build house. Begin to claim land. Begin to expand. Begin to expand. From 100 years to 100 years. From 100 years to 100 years. From 100 years to 100 years. Until that day that the same Chukwukabiama used Adolf Hitler in a very brutal way to remind them that you have a place. And massacre over 6 million of them. After the massacring, the Israelites became hungry for a safety place called home. They remember that they have a land where the progenitors all left, because they used to keep history where and where, when you leave your land and where you are located. That is one thing you must know. When they remember home, before they are coming back home, the enemy have taken all over their land. If you want, I will show you the map of Israelites before 1947. You can do it, you can Google it. Just go to Google, type Israel map before 1947. Then look at Israel map today. I want to tell you the importance of Eastern Security Network. They want to disperse us. They want to scatter us. They want to pursue all of us out of our land. They want us to leave our land, just as Israelites left their land. There was so many war that was waged against Israelites that make them to run away from their land. Israel was taken about 7 times, according to the history. I'm not talking about the biblical history. I'm talking about real history, like what happened. Israel was invaded by the enemies because they are the chosen one. They are good people. By the way, they migrated from Alibo, but not the way you people say that we migrated from Israel. No. Reverse is the case. I don't want to go there. It's not the discussion for the day. The same fate that have befall our brothers, the Israelites, is what is happening to us today. If not for that man called Mazi Nnamdi Kanu Okuchukwu, the word of God, my Redeemer liveth. Kaman was also the God of lightning and thunder. That special package that Chukwuka gave to us, in a platter of gold. You don't acknowledge who Mazi is. That is your problem. He is not two in the world. He is only one. When you hear Ruga, 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 what is the meaning of Ruga? My land. The enemies came. They started killing us in 1945. Kill us in 1952. Kill us in 1956. They continue killing us. In 1967 to 1997, they killed us, and a lot of our people ran away from our land. Go to your community now. You can count how many young men in your community now. Actually, they hot. Go. That is why when you count census in Lagos, the Igbos determine the number of people in Lagos. Go to Kaduna, the Igbos determine the number of people in Kaduna. Go to Kanu. Even in Ibadan. That is why 2023 census was cancelled. Do you know why? Because Radio Biafra championed that everybody must return home and be counted in Biafra land. We championed it that every Igbo man, every Biafra should go back home and be counted in his fatherland. And they cancelled the census. Because if that census had taken place, you will see that Nabarkata Gabon Mefiniru. Yes. So what happened is that they wanted to chase all of you out of your land. Now they have brought visa office in Enugu to you. British did not see things that they will bring to Enugu. They did not bring hospital and say this hospital is going to be free. They did not bring hospital that will take care of heart problems, kidney problems to Enugu. No. What they brought is visa office where you people, to make it easy for you people to start running away from your land. Because they tried it with Ruga, Radio Biafra, and the indigenous people of Biafra, Directorate of State, and all the media warriors. We took it upon ourselves to blast them. Say, you can't take our land. Do you know that these people, these Fulanis from Futajelon Mountain proposed that in every local government, about 750 hectares, not acres, hectares should be given to them in every local government. Are you aware? You are not aware now because you are not informed. And you are not informed because you don't want to get informed. Your only focus is how to make money. You go to beer parlor, you drink beer, you chop Nkobi, you chop ECU, you are okay. You open your shop, you sell, maybe you make 20,000 or 30,000 every day, or 100,000 as the case may be. You enjoy. You don't know what is playing on the ground. It's a bitter truth that you must know today. That is what I'm saying to you. A bitter truth. They propose that a very big, massive land should be given to them. From example, if your local government, if your state has 27 local government, there are going to be 27 Fulani settlements in the 27 local governments. 27 Fulani settlements. If your local government is 22, you are going to have 22 Fulani settlements. And the land that belonged to your father, your ancestors, will be carved out and given to them. Because Ruga means my land. Now my land though, but now what is given to them is because their land. In our own case, they want to bring it into judiciary. They want to bring it into government to make it look legal, to take over our land by force. In the case of Israel, their land was invaded so many times. They were captured and killed and massacred that so many of them even took off and ran away over 3,000 years ago. And some voluntarily leave the land. Then the Syrians, the Jordans, the Egyptians move into their land and take over it. When they come back, they begin to fight. That is why you see the fight going on in Gaza. The fight between Israel and the Palestinians will not stop until the end of this earth. In case you don't know, there is no peace there. You can't make peace there. Yasser Arafat have mediated. United Nations have mediated with Yasser Arafat. Say, let there be peace in this region. He said no. The president of Iran, what is his name, somebody, said no. That the land now belongs to Palestinians. The Palestinians said the land belongs to them. You can imagine a land that somebody has lived for 3,000 years. Even though originally it doesn't belong to them. Even though the land doesn't belong to them. But they have lived there for 3,000 years. Why Israelites build temple of God? They build their mosque on the temple. Because you left your land around. So in our own case, they want to legalize the takeover of our land through Ruga. But we fought it out and said it will never happen. Come on, Madina. Did you remember when they want to clear us? When they signed the bill of withdrawal of arms from all security men? Did that took place in the north? No. Did it took place in the west? No. Only in the east is where it was effective. That any security that is having guns, they will retrieve that gun from him. Their plan was once they retrieve all the guns from the east, from the people, all the security men, then they will invade their land. They will not have anywhere to fight. It is the same as Nnamdi Kanu and the Ipob that fought it down. So those of you, those fools who are still shouting, Simon Ekpa this, Simon Ekpa that, tell me one tangible thing that Simon Ekpa have done for the betterment of the people of Biafra, for the betterment of Igbos. Instead, the little money that our people have raised to build shops, to build houses, they are going, destroying it, kidnapping them, killing them. So Eastern Security Network happened to be the catalyst that is stopping the enemies from taking over our land since the creation of ESN. Because at a time, our people cannot go to farmland anymore. And when you don't farm anymore, we will depend on the food that they are bringing from their side, and they can poison the food and get all of you killed. Their interest is in your land, not the oil, but the seas. They don't have sea in the north. They don't have ocean in the north. Don't forget that their forefather called Uthman Danfodio told them that they are going to sink Quran in the Atlantic Ocean. Where is Atlantic Ocean? The same ocean that runs from Benin Republic down to Lagos. From Lagos down to Delta. From Delta down to Bayelsa. From Bayelsa down to Iguacha. From Iguacha over to Cross River. From Cross River to Akwa Ibom. That is Atlantic Ocean. He promised that he's going to dip Quran into it. That means that they are going to take over our land because they are interested in that sea. Not just oil. I know that while DSS are watching this program this night, those Biafran DSS members, those Igbo DSS members, they will like the program. But the enemies from the other side, they will not be happy. But I must speak the truth. Because I am a dead man walking. I don't die. I know they fear death. I have to say the truth before I die. Obasanjo say, if you say the truth, you will die. If you lie, you will die. So why don't I say the truth before I die? They wanted to take over our land. That is the truth. So Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said no. Our mothers are no longer going to farmland. Our fathers are no longer going to farmland. They begin to kidnap our people, to kill our people. Things start to happen until the creation of Eastern Security Network. Do you know that Eastern Security Network have destroyed over 400 and the subtraction camp of Fulani herdsmen only in Edo State? Only in Edo State, over 400. In Anambra, over 300. In Eboyi, uncountable. In Imo, uncountable. This is the work of Eastern Security Network. So, if you are called to support ESN financially under the leadership of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, in his absence, under the watch of DOS, led by Mazi Chikedozie, don't hesitate to drop anything you have, because these men deserve our best support. It is the coming of ESN that people in Biafra land can actually go to work, go to farmland, and come back. Because of the fear of ESN, the enemy cannot attack, because Mazi Nnamdi can equip them as security, not as army. We don't have army. What Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has done, like I said before, I said 90% of the job to restore Biafra has been done by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The remaining 10% is in your hand, is in my hand. So if not because of ESN, forget about it. Ali Igbo would have been a gunner. All these Ohaneze that are shouting, all this you see they're doing is rubbish, nonsense. They can't do anything. I saw a picture of a leopard that killed an antelope, dragging it going. Then other antelope that they are more than 50, they were standing and watching. Those are the Ohaneze, the Igbo Apes organization, cultural or social cultural organization. That is, they represent those antelope that we are watching. Then only one leopard killed one antelope, dragging it. Why can't they use their horn, come and fight? Let it kill all of them. That is why sometimes when I'm watching Animal Planet, I see how buffalo used to fight lion. Buffalo sometimes used to kill lion because he's brave. If lion attack one of them, all of them, they will come in group. They will come in group and attack the lion. In some cases, they will kill the lion. If you have not seen it, go and check it on YouTube. You will see it right now. That is how our leaders are supposed to fight. But if they don't fight back, that lion will be taking the one after the other, one after the other, one after the other, until you finish all the buffalo. But once the buffalo come in group, they fight. Then the enemy run, which is the lion. If you don't know what Eastern Security Network stands for, Eastern Security Network are not those people that Ekberima is telling you he's raising fund for. Those people he's raising fund for are criminals. They are not ESN. Ekberima only replicates everything that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have done. He is bringing the photocopy, the fake side of it. The original of members of Eastern Security Network remains with Directorate of State. That is why I will never, ever, ever, ever forgive Nenianya in this life. I won't forgive that woman. If you see what is happening, the leverage that Ekberima have gotten to deceive our people, the opportunity that he made use of was given to him by Nnamdi and Kanu. I won't forgive these two individuals. I will never forgive them. And I will never forgive anybody that supported Nnamdi in any way, knowingly or unknowingly. I know some of you will ask me, what can come bring Nnamdi inside again? Now, let me tell you. I have said it before, but let me clear it more. Nnamdi have done so many fundraising in America. I have the date. I have the figure. I have the days that Nnamdi did fundraising for Eastern Security Network without accounting for it, without releasing the money to the boys, to the men. They are not boys, they are men, to the men in the bushes. I have the information, is with me. How many times she raised money? He didn't release it. The moment Mazi Kanu was kidnapped, Nnamdi sealed all the funds that was meant for Eastern Security Network under her watch. Begin to even threaten so many people. I was the first person that rose. If Biafra will forget every effort I have made in this struggle, never you forget my fight against Nnamdi. It was one of the greatest battles I have fought. Not even fighting Nnamdi. I was not even fighting Uchemefo. Not even exposing Obidobienu. Not even exposing Urania or Miomio. No. No. One of the greatest fights I fought in this struggle was to expose Nnamdi. I fought that woman. And why I now see it as the greatest fight is because why I was fighting to save our people was fighting me. Why I was fighting to stop Nnamdi from the evil she was doing, the people that I'm fighting for was fighting me. So it was a fierce battle. And I never give up. Some of you are still owing me an apology up to this moment. And those that have asked for apology, I forgive you. Because it was out of ignorance. Nnamdi gave Ekberima certificates to deceive so many of our people. Because at a point, the men who are supposed to get more money, who are supposed to get support from the leadership, the money that was under Nnamdi's care was seized. Then they begin to scout for something to use to feed themselves and fight the battle in the bush. Then people that has contact of some of these men, and Mazi Kanu saw it very early, say nobody in abroad should contact these men in the bush. Mazi Kanu channel everything about Eastern Security Network to Mazi Chinasamworu in terms of communication. Then funding was coming from all the funds raised for them, which Nnamdi happened to be in charge. Nnamdi seized the money. I know how many times that Nnamdi was called upon to release money for Eastern Security Network feeding. He refused. I know how many times Mazi Chikedoziem called Nnamdi's attention to release funds for Eastern Security Network. Nnamdi refused. As a matter of fact, this DOS happened to be the best because the battle they fought and how they managed to start from scratch to take care of over 50-something thousand men. I repeat, over 50-something thousand men. It was a great miracle. And I commend them. I salute all of them. DOS, I salute you guys. You guys are great. This is a bitter truth that some of you may not like, but I have to say it. That Nnamdi contributed 95% to what you see standing today Simon Ekpa shenanigan. Because if Nnamdi had released the form that was meant to use to take care of these guys, so many of them will not die. So many of them will not fall out. So many of them will not go into criminality. So many of them will not begin to follow a criminal called Simon Ekpa. What did he get? If you knows yourself, if you see me on the road, you're wrong. Then you got drinking na man eke, or got drinking na man ori, or got drinking na man for got drinking na man for Mazi because when I started to talk about Nnamdi, I'm still on Eastern Security Network because these are the men, the gallant men that have saved us not from running away from our land after we defeated the enemies defeated them on the issue of Ruga. I fought like a man, single-handedly. Nobody supported me. Nobody was with me. Nobody was saying, oh, what this guy... Only few, just few people were telling me, Mazi, you see, okay? But the voice of those few people cannot be heard anywhere. And I want to acknowledge people like Mwada, Vivian, Ezie. This is why you do. Because at the peak of that incident, at the peak of that situation, you were there talking to me, telling me to, gingering me to continue. Somebody like Jude Matthew, somebody like Mazi Jude Okafo, somebody like Mwada Chalugo, Chineke Goziri Mono. All these people are mentioning their names. God will bless you people. Somebody like Asade Mawosu, Chukwuka Gozigi. These are few people that believed in me. These are few people that trusted me. These are few people that knew that what I was fighting for was a just cause to help those who are helping to protect our land. And it seems like the hair was let loose. One thing about me is that I don't go where I am tolerated. I don't go where they tolerate me. I go where I am celebrated. Yes. Because the celebration is going to be out of the job, out of the work, out of the effort I have made that leads to victory. That is how I will be celebrated. But when somebody wants to tolerate me, you may be tolerating me because there is something you are getting from me. Or there is something that you think if I do, it will favor you. Then you begin to tolerate me. No, I am being celebrated. I love when I'm being celebrated, not when I'm being tolerated. So many of you do not know that if Nnamdi had released the form that was asked her to release for ESN, as at the time I was talking about Nnamdi, that there are so many lives that were lost that wouldn't be lost. You don't know it. But I'm saying it today. That action of Nnamdi seizing IPOB money. Do you people knew that Nnamdi traveled with Kanu to Italy? They were using Italy as a transit where they are withdrawing all the money in the account of IPOB that Nnamdi is in charge of. Are you people aware? Kanu and Nnamdi, they traveled to Italy, lodged in a hotel, using a certain man that I don't want to mention his name in Italy to be withdrawing the money, pulling the money, 5,000, 10,000, 5,000, 10,000. The money they are supposed to send to Eastern Security Network, they were there pulling this money out. They were in Italy pulling the money out. Tell me, what has Nnamdi and Kanu done with that money that was meant for Eastern Security Network? That is the question you should answer by the time you call. All the information about the money in the account, the balance in the account, how much they have withdrawn, how much they took from Italy account. Everything is in the hand of the Directorate of State. They know I'm not lying. They know I'm telling the truth. Now the question you should ask yourself is, how did DOS manage to package, to begin to reconnect and begin to take care of the needs of these over 50,000 men that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu put together? How? That is when you have people that has common sense, people that are active. How money was raised to begin to do the needful, because Nenye have seized all the whole money. Even when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu give order, Nenye release this money for these boys, Nenye disagreed and said no, that she will not. And I was fighting. I saw things you people didn't see. I fought like a man. And people were fighting me while I'm fighting for them. Just like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is fighting for us now. Some of you are fighting against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I don't know why the life no balance. Somebody they fight to save you. They fight against the person who will save you. Biafrans, if you are called to support Eastern Security Network, do it 1 million times over. Don't look back. Because they are the reason why you can travel from your location across the globe, come back home, and have a place you can call your land. Go and check the history. Please, I want to see God bless his ESN. God protect ESN on the comment section. It gives me joy when I request just for you to type, then you do it. God bless ESN. God protect ESN. I want to see it. It will elevate me, it will motivate me the more. Because these guys, they threw away their life and took death. They are the reason why we have a land we can call our own today. Your governors couldn't do anything. Instead of your governor to support them, your governor went and created a Bubatoro, begin to fight against them. And that is what the Fulani hegemony told them to do. They are stooge in the hand of Fulanis. So Fulanis actually wanted to decimate us. They want to chase us, all of us, out of our land, that they may take over our land. That is why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu wrote to the Eastern governors, wrote to House of Representative members, wrote to senators. 10 months, no reply from them about the insecurity situation in Biafra land. No response, no, nothing. Until Mazi Nnamdi Kanu finally formed ESN. The moment Mazi Nnamdi Kanu formed ESN, what happened? The enemy started fighting. They say they are launching Bubago. They first asked Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to hand them ESN over to the governors. How can Mazi Nnamdi Kanu hand you the creation of ESN to you? What you don't know the foundation, how it started, should hand it over to you. How? What was keeping you for all these years that people were being killed in Ozuwani? Over 500 people were massacred in Ozuwani. People were killed in Ogu. People were killed in Nemwe. People were killed in Miatanam. People were killed in Ibere. Are you not aware that right now, the current governor of Abia State, Alesoti, have discovered over 70 bodies, decomposed body, around the bush within that Olopanta, the land that Ojos Okalu gave to the Fulanese, and 20 bodies that the head is no longer there. Headless bodies, headless decomposed body. Are you not aware? So if there is no ESN in our land, by now, you will not have a place you can call your land. You will not have a place that you can say, I'm going home. Please, I want to see God bless ESN. God protect ESN. God bless ESN. God protect ESN. Let it reverberate. Let it resonate in the heart of those that believe in what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have achieved. Let those who think that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have not done anything, or DOS have not done anything, see the reason why they should always stand up to say that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the real deal. No any idiot that is claiming to be a prime criminal from anywhere. God bless ESN. God protect them. You don't understand anything. And I have come to tell you the bitter truth. I have come to deal with you with the bitter truth. That if not for ESN, forget Biafra land, forget Alibo. They were ready, they were set to come and take over your land. Until Mazi Nnamdi Kanu stood up and said, no, it will not happen. That is all for ESN now. And the Chukwu Kebiama will continue to bless all the commands of ESN. All the commands of M Branch. You guys are the best. I salute all of you. I salute all of you. Continue your great job. Humanity will remember each and every one of you. Not the criminals that are pretending are claiming to be ESN. Thank God they no longer answer ESN. Now they are answering what did they call it? The Destiny Liberation Army. They are not answering Liberation Army. No to Ekberima. And now, thank God they have differentiated themselves. So the men in the bush, which we know that are keeping watch of our land, are the ESN, under the watch of Mazi Kedoziem. The truth, the bitter truth you need to know about IPOB. I'm done with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I'm done with ESN. Now I am in IPOB. IPOB is the umbrella that brought the indigenous people of Biafra together. The world knew us as IPOB. The name IPOB means indigenous people of Biafra. If there is any international community coming to our land today, if there's any referendum, when the referendum will take place, it is the IPOB that are going to be contacted. And we are the ones who are going to vote if we want Biafra or not. If not because of IPOB, forget it. The Northerners are together in the name of Arewa. The West are together in the name of Oduduwa. We are together in the name of Biafra. Then inside that Biafra, some people are saying they are not Biafra, they are not Biafra. But taking it from left, right, center, you are IPOB, indigenous person of Biafra, singular. When you talk about plural, then we are indigenous people of Biafra. So you can't deny it, you can't run away from it. And the organization put together was put by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And there's love, there's unity, there's equity and justice in IPOB. That is why I will travel from Anambra State to Delta State. I will enter any house of any IPOB member and eat food without being afraid of poisoning. I will travel from Delta State to River State. I will enter the house of any member of IPOB and eat food without being afraid. These are the criteria that made up of the word IPOB. The ingredients that back it up. We are united. We love each other. We care for each other. We help each other. No disunity among us. IPOB, one family. If you go to the desk of all the presidents of the world, the letters you're going to find there is IPOB, 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 indigenous people of Biafra. To create this movement known as IPOB is not moi moi. That is why Devil Umahi told you that he is going to create another IPOB inside IPOB, which he is using his brother Simon Ekberima to do, but it's not working, because if it's not Panadol, it can never be Panadol. If it's not paracetamol, it can never be paracetamol. If it's not IPOB under the watch of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the DOS led by Chikedoziem, it is not IPOB. Don't forget when they wanted to, you know, adulterate the name IPOB. There was a time they form one rubbish and bring one guy to speak, say that they are, what is the name of that thing that they called? They say it's a tripod. Tripod. There's another pub again, different pub that they have formed. No work. Now, the idiot called Simon Ekberima himself have created his autopilot, and now he is receiving it woto in the name of autopilot. He now revised back, said that he want to answer Biafra, he want to answer IPOB, but the world know that he's a criminal. That is why the DSS chief in Imo State have confirmed that the people that are doing criminality in Alibo are not IPOB members. They are Simon Ekberima boys. So the word IPOB, the movement IPOB is championing, is a genuine business, a genuine movement that is going to give us freedom. Under referendum, nobody will be forced to be a Biafran. If you say you don't want to be a Biafran, then you vote for Nigeria. If the number of people that vote for Nigeria is more than the number of people that vote for Biafra, then so be it. But if not, then Biafra must go. It's a privilege to be a member of IPOB, registered member, known. That is why the people who are talking about, hey, we are this, you are that, if you say you're a member of IPOB, what is the name of your coordinator? Who administered oath to you? Do you have any receipt of payment in support of the movement? If the answer is no, then you are not a member of IPOB, but you may be a Biafran. As an organization, you have to be registered. You have to be under oath. You have to be supporting the movement. And all these things I'm mentioning here now, Simon Ekberima, do not match into any one of them. Simon Ekberima doesn't belong to any unit of IPOB under the leadership of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He doesn't support the movement under the leadership of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He didn't take oath in any unit under the leadership of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It was Adama Brown that administered oath to him. And that oath is null and void. Because before you take oath in IPOB, you have to stand on your bare foot, match ground. It doesn't matter the country where you are. Because Anani Nebofu. So that day that brouhaha, because he wanted to interview Mazi, was done. And Adama Brown administered that fake oath to him. Nobody knew if he was matching the ground or not. And when I remember the man you call Rabbi Charles, who said that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu should be forgotten, that you should not take order from him, I laughed. Because this is the same ideology that he sold to Simon Ekberima. And Simon Ekberima bought it. So IPOB is the real deal here. If you are not a member, you have missed a lot. A day is coming when your son or your daughter will ask you, Mommy, Daddy, where were you when you were fighting to restore this nation that we are enjoying now? You are going to lie. You will lie now. You say, no, I'm one of them. Oh, now we fight, now we do this. Just as some idiot that ran away during the war, some idiot that hide under their bed, under their wife wrapper during the war, are now claiming that they fought Biafra war. That day, your daughter or your son will ask you, sir, can you show me the receipt which you used to contribute for IPOB? And which unit did you belong to? What is the name of your coordinator then? You'll be scratching your head. So when we say IPOB, you say one family. I want to see it on the comment section, please. IPOB, one family. One family IPOB. Let it rain on the comment section that the world may know that we are indeed fighting for our nation. IPOB, one family. That is what I want to see. Put it in your comment section. Because that is our mantra. I went to Mbano. I spent 2 weeks in Mbano. In a house of a man that I didn't know from Adams. In a house of a man that I have never came across in my life. But because of this IPOB one family, I was welcomed like a king. There's no room in that house that I did not enter. I eat food anytime I want. Whatever I demand was given to me in Mbano. I went to Imo State, the same thing. I went to Asaba, the same thing. I went to Ebonyi State, the same thing. All the coordinators in this place will bear me witness. In Abia State, the same thing. In Enugu State, everywhere, so far you are a member, you will be welcomed like a king as a family. Thank you, my brothers and my sisters, those of you that are following up with this program. IPOB is one family, and that is who we are. If it's not IPOB, it's not IPOB. If it's not IPOB, it cannot resemble IPOB. Under the leadership of Mazi Nnamdi, can DOS as the governing body of the movement. Any other thing is counterfeit. And that is the truth. Last but not the least, the bitter truth you need to know about this Biafra restoration itself. So many of you will doubt that Biafra will not come. So many will be in doubt that there's no Biafra anywhere. So many of you will be in doubt that we are just making noise. Just as they said the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was a boy, he was making noise. But right now, the man they say was making noise, they are now begging the man. That is how you will be asleep in Nigeria. Biafra will come. You will wake up in Biafra. Do you know why? Because Chukwu Kikabiama has made it the way it is. Blood of Biafrans have been sacrificed on the altar of the unity of Nigeria, but yet the unity is not coming. The unity is not there. And they have found out that there will never be unity among the Biafrans and the Ariwas. There may be unity between Biafrans and the Dudua, yes, but between Biafra and the Northerners, it's not possible. It's not possible. It's practically impossible. That is why the evidence that shows and proves what I'm saying is correct is Ipob 2023 presidential election results. Ipob is an Igbo man. The reason why Biafra will come is because they don't like you, they don't want you, they hate you, and they will not allow you to rule over them. So Biafra will come. That is the bitter truth you need to know. They have sworn that for the fact that an Igbo man led a coup that killed their leader, called Sadana Osokoto and Alhaji Tafawa Balewa, for that reason that no Igbo man will smell the seat of power and rule over them. Besides, they are seeing you as an infidel because you are not a Muslim. You see what is happening now? Muslim ticket. Muslim ticket. You see it? Or don't you? I hope you see it. Good. They don't want a Christian to rule over them. That is one. Number two, they rather vote for Nigeria to scatter and let everybody go by their own way instead of an Igbo man to rule over them. We told you it will happen, and it has happened. So for that reason, the Biafra restoration is already at the peak. You don't know? Okay, Maho. All of those people are shouting obedient, obedient, obedient. Where are they now? I thought that when the Supreme Court will declare that Obi case is thrown into a trash, that by now everywhere people will come out on the street and be making noise. Nobody said PIM. That is to tell you that our people have taken back their belief to what they are supposed to believe, which is Biafra restoration, not one Nigeria. Now they have taken back their belief that Nigeria is not for them and Nigeria is not going to work for them. That the only option they have left is Biafra. That is the reason why you can't see a person that is coming out to die because of one Nigeria. No Igbo man can come out and die because of one Nigeria. Are you people not seeing the truth that is coming out now? That P2B is now telling the world that they did autopsy of 30-something people that were killed and dumped into a Zoo River. And the federal government told them to hands off of that case. Because our people have been calling him, myself, I have called P2B, because under his watch as governor of Anambra State, he said that something people, it was 175 people that were counted, killed, and put in that Zoo River. Not 30-something people. Maybe they just took sample of only 30-something people. Because they had refused him to be a president, he now suddenly remember that he has a people that were killed, and his people are demanding for the autopsy of those people. He said they run autopsy on 35 of them, and the federal government told them to hands off that case. Do you know what it means? Do you really understand what it means? That a governor, a sitting governor, should hands off a case, like a case of murder in his own state. You shouldn't talk about it. Are you kidding me? Why is P2B revealing it now? Why didn't he talk about it when he was clamoring for presidential seat? Now they don't shock him. They have shocked Obi. So Obi is now coming out to tell us truth. The thing he wants us to believe. Because he wants his people to welcome him back and acknowledge him as one of us. The death of those 170-something people in the Zoo River must be found out. Must. It must be made known to the world what killed those 170-something people under the watch of P2B. So Obi, whatever you want to say about the death of those people is not our business. What we care to know is the autopsy result of those people. We need to know what killed those people. So you can say anything you want, but we need to know what killed those people. These are innocent people. These are people that have committed no crime. These are people, indigenous people that deserve to live a good life. 170-something of them were massacred and dumped in the Zoo River for over 8 years. For over 8 years, P2B, over 8 years. Going to, is it up to 10 years? I think it's supposed to be, how many years? Yes, over 8 years now. We did not talk about it. It is now that they have let the people that called you out to come and do one or two with them have disappointed you. So for that reason now you are trying to wash your dirty ladies outside. No, we are not interested. We are not interested. We want to know what killed those people. Since an autopsy have done on them. And to all of you so-called Igbo elite, they are killing your children, adopting your children, destroying your land, and you are there collecting Ghana must go of money. A money that you will not even enjoy. It's the money you people are collecting, thinking that you are doing good. Why your children are being destroyed, why your land are being destroyed, your children being killed. The day of reckoning is here. It's fast approaching, the day of reckoning. Because if you people cannot stand up to stand and ask that Mazi Nnamdi should be released, that Mazi Nnamdi should be free, and start and begin to talk about Biafra referendum in the House, in the Senate, in the House of Representatives, you guys should go and begin to talk about our referendum, about our freedom. There. You should do it. That is the reason why people voted you to go and speak for your people. To seek for referendum in the House of Senate and in the House of Representatives is not a crime. It's in Nigeria Constitution. Go and read it. P2B is reminding us about autopsy of people. Now, after 10 years, you are now telling us about the autopsy. What happened to the result of the autopsy? And you want people to clap for you. Somebody like me will not clap for you, P2B. We will not clap for you. Because they advised you to come and destabilize what we are doing. You came out talking about, you even said that Biafra died 50-something years ago. Peter Obi said that Biafra died 50-something years ago. As if that is not enough. You insulted the dead. Biafra cannot die. Biafra is a spirit. Spirit doesn't die. The spirit of Biafra is taking charge of our daily activities, in case you don't know. It has possessed so many of us. I am one of them. Maybe my own is 1,000 spirit that have even possessed me, because I don't think about any other thing again apart from Biafra. Because it is only on Biafra I become my hope for the future of my children. Only on Biafra restoration. Nothing again. I don't have hope in Nigeria. I don't believe in Nigeria. Nigeria was a man-made creation. It was Fred Ruger that created Nigeria. It was Flora Shaw that named it Nigger area. Nigeria happened to be a contraption. A man from Scotland came to give us name, Nigeria, and put us together, killing our kings and our queens. You guys don't know that kings and queens were massacred because of the creation of Nigeria. And the so-called founding father of Nigeria, that they say they are the people that put Nigeria together. Where are they? How old were they? How old was Zeke in 1914? How old was Awolowo in 1914? How old was Mbadiwe in 1914? How old was Okotiebo? Enohoro? How old were these people in 1914? Ahmadu Bello, how old was him? Tafawa Balewa, how old was him? Okotiebo, how old was him in 1914? Kanna Jono. Some of them said, I'm over that dead. And you look at us, Korokoro, you call us nigger area. We are indigenous people of Biafra, Umuchineke. The creation of Chukwokika Biama. That is why he blessed us. And that is why in return, our names are giving glory and thanks to him. That is why my name is Chukwu became God is my strength. That is why we have name Chukwu Nedu, Chukwu Amaka, Chukwu Bueze, Chukwu Buzo, Chukwu Kai Jaga, Chukwu Kadibia, Ifeanyi Chukwu, Ebere Chukwu, Amara Chukwu, Ngozi Chukwuka, Uzo Chukwu Marama. We have this name that resonates with the giving God glory. And you bring us with people who are drinking from the Nunu. People that are fighting for their God is the people you put us together with. Ike Chukwu, I see your name there. Ike Chukwu, thank you, my brother. And you think it's going to work. It's not going to work. We are indigenous people of Biafra. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is our leader. And the Directorate of State are the organization, are the governing body of this movement. Again, Mazi Kedoziem happened to be our leader in the Directorate of State, the HOD, Head of Directorate of State. He's a good man. My number is open. Those of you that have called me before, now, I want you to call again. I want you to call again. Those of you that called before, you can call again and make a contribution to this program, that I may listen to some of you that have something to say. Don't forget, do not forget that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have committed no crime, and the court of competent jurisdiction have declared him an innocent man. Don't forget that a court in Enugu have also declared that the proscription of IPOB is illegal. Therefore, it is null and void. We are not terrorists. We are indigenous people of Biafra fighting for our own nation. That is the undiluted truth. That is the truth that some of you cannot deal with. And you have to deal with it. You must deal with that truth. Yes. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is supposed to be out before 15th of December. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu should be out before 15th of December. There's nothing to judge in the Supreme Court. And when you find a judge there, the case is settled already. That he committed no crime. He have right to agitate for his freedom. He have right to seek for self-determination. of himself and that of his people. The only way to stop Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the only way to stop Biafra is by ballots. Bring 2 ballots. Keep one, write it Nigeria. Keep one, write it Biafra. Let the people of Biafra come and decide. Simple. We are not asking for war. We are only asking for a nation that belongs to us, to our ancestors. A call for Biafra is not a call for war. In case you don't know, a call for Biafra is a call for freedom. And freedom we must get. The same process which United States of America that is great today took to get their nation restored is what we are doing. They restored their nation from UK. That is what we are doing. The same step that Eritrea took to get restored from Ethiopia is what we are doing. The same step that South Sudan took to get it restored from Sudan is what we are doing. What about Bangladesh, India, and Pakistan? The same step. What about Singapore and Indonesia? The same step. What about Senegal and Gambia? The same step. What are we talking about here? And when we talk about our freedom, some of you will be afraid. Say, I don't want to die. I don't want to. Shut up. You are a dead man already. In Ugo, you don't do. In fact, you don't want to because you don't want to die. Me, I am dead already, so I know the fear death again. I need my freedom. Free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Free Biafra. Give us a referendum. Give us date for referendum. We can live side by side as 2 countries, as neighbors. You do your granite and your whatever crops. Bring it, we will buy. We will build our cars. You come and buy. Because once Biafra come in the next 5 years, upon the restoration of Biafra, we will be building mobile phone. I can produce mobile phone. Mobile phone will be produced in Biafra, just like Tanzania. Was it not Tanzania? What is the name of this African country that is producing their own phone? What is the name of this country? It's not Tanzania. It's Rwanda. As Rwanda is building their own phone, building their economy, doing the great job in their country, that is how Biafra is going to be. We are building cars already, so cell phone is nothing. We will build a great economy. You come inside our land, you take some, you buy something, you pay us, you go. We come to your land, you buy something, we take it, we go. We will live side by side. You think that killing us, sending us to jail, intimidating us, kidnapping us, will stop it? It will not. You kill 10,000 people, 1 million, 10,000 people will join IPOB. And to all of you criminals in Biafra land, those of you that are kidnapping people, giving the family of those you kidnap bills to pay as ransom, the land of Biafra is going to swallow all of you. Those of you that are doing kidnapping, snatching of cars in Biafra land, the land of Biafra will deal with each and every one of you. You will not live to see that nation of Biafra. Never. You got half here. You got half of Biafra. You got half here. The reason why you will not see it is because you have killed so many people. Your hand is stained with blood of innocent Biafrans. That is why you will not live to see the nation of Biafra. My number is open. And the number to call is +491 521 4292 638. That is the number to call. For those of you that want to contribute to this program, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is coming out with Ike Nebube. He never give up. Mazi never give up. Mazi continue to fight. It doesn't matter the suppression. It doesn't matter the location. It does not matter what the enemy say. They have promised him heaven and earth. He said, no, I want my nation restored. And I want to use this opportunity to address those of you from Delta State that when they mention your name, Chukwuma, you say you are not Igbo. Chineke ga-akpọ. They mention your name, Okechukwu, you say I'm not Igbo. Chukwu ya akpọ. They mention your name, Akachukwu, you answer. Akachukwu is that? Asise ni Igbo, you say no bro Igbo. Ikechukwu is that? Akpọ Igbo, Chukwu ya akpọ. All of you. This time around, there is no way to petting voice and to make it look like it's sweet. Let us pamper. We are not pampering anybody. Because a man called Chukwuma Nzobo from Opanam led a coup that took the life of over 5.2 million people between 1967 to 1970. And he is from a place called Delta State today. In that 1967 to 1970, there was nothing like Delta. There was no place known as Delta as at 1967 to 1970. No, nothing like that. By the way, what is the meaning of Delta? Anywhere I encounter them, I feel like beating them up. I'm not Igbo. What is her name? My name is Sunday Ogochukwu Olise. Olise is Olisa. Ogochukwu Olisa. But I'm not Igbo. I'm from one small community in Delta State. You are a fool. What a fool, Keu. Look at their governor. Ifeanyi Chukwu Okowa. He acknowledged that he is Igbo. Kondi Ikwere. Onye ọbụla bụ onye Ikwere na-aza afa bụ onye Igbo na-aza afa Igbo. Akpọbụ onye Igbo si na Igbo Igbo. Chineke kpọọ gị ọkụ. I can't tell you this program. Chukwu, God punish you, all of you from A to Z. There's no punishment. That is the stupid country we have. Una Fugonia now. That is the stupid country we have. Dala. We will keep fighting. Every fight about this restoration of our nation now is on the hinterland of Biafra. The people that are going to prison are the people living on the hinterland. The people that are dying are the people on the hinterland. The place that if Mazi can call for sit at home that is more effective is on the hinterland. Those in the coastal area are doing their normal business. They are going about their normal business. And when we fight this battle finish and Biafra is restored, you will see those from the coastal land who come and be buga and if not because of the kind of mind Mazi can have. That people are even telling him, Mazi, don't you think it's good for you to leave all these people that doesn't want to acknowledge who they are and continue with those that acknowledge who they are as Biafrans? Mazi will say no. There's a reason why God made us the senior brother. That is it. So my brothers and my sisters, as you can see, we are here because we want Biafra to be restored. We are not just here to talk. We are here to change things. And what we have to change, number one, is our mentality. If you don't change it, you are going nowhere. If you don't acknowledge yourself as a Biafran, then you are going nowhere. See this idiot called Uwasofia. Uwasofia, you are laughing. You are watching me and you are laughing. You say, get it first. Look at this stupid Akuna. Uwasofia, you are a prostitute. You don't know. I have your history. Marrying one old woman, one old man in France. Married the age of your papa in France. Akuna. That was insulting Mazi Nnamdi wife. And you're not saying that. I have blocked him. I have blocked her so many times with so many different fake accounts. And you are still coming to my platform. What are you doing here? I just blocked the idiot right now. I just banned the idiot right now. You say, get it first. If you come, you think you can come here and come and make mockery of the dead people that are dying because of Biafra restoration. You will suffer. You will suffer until you die. Go and use another fake account to come and be watching me. And I will be laying curse on you. Anampama. Idiot. You will suffer. You will suffer. You continue to suffer. If you get mind, say you get mind, put a call on this number. Can Larry here? Biafrans, I think it's getting late here. This is 19 minutes after 10 in Biafra land here. So I have to call it a day. Since no call is coming, it seems that every listener concur with everything I've said. There's no divergent opinion. Everything I said here is spotted on. If you think you have maybe opposite opinion, bring it on. We treat it. But since there's nothing like that, we will continue. I thank each and every one of you. God will continue.